Okay, some more problems from the Chapter 3 review, number 35. We just want to find dy dx, so it looks like we're going to have to do it implicitly. Don't have much choice there, so if we take the derivative, we look at this. We've got a product rule here, so we got the first times the derivative of the second. So we've got, again, the first is x times the derivative of the second, which is 1 dy dx, plus the second, which is y, times the derivative of the first, which is dx dx, that's just 1. And we have the derivative of this, which is just 2 dx dx, or 2 times 1, and the derivative of this, which is 3 dy dx. Okay, and the derivative of 1 is 0. And then we'll group my dy dx terms on the left, so I've got the x dy dx and the 3 dy dx on the left, and I'll subtract y and s subtract 2 from both sides. Here I can factor out the dx, so I got dx times x plus 3, and I can take a negative sign out here. And then I just divide both sides by x plus 3, and there's your dy dx. Okay, so that was pretty straightforward, nice implicit differentiation. And number 37, I had to kind of continue it off the side because I got down to the bottom of the page here. So we want to find dy dx. I think those were the directions. Find dy dx. Find dy dx. Okay. Again, we have to use implicit differentiation, so we'll take the derivative, and we're going to use our square root rule. So the derivative of the square root of something is 1 over 2 times the square root of that something, right? Times the derivative of the inside of the something. So that's our chain rule. Okay? So again, we have 1 over 2 times the square root of x y. Then the derivative of xy is the first, x times the derivative of the second, dy dx, plus the second y times the derivative of the first, which is dx dx, which is just 1. And then we'd have to kind of multiply out and distribute, because we do have this times this binomial, so I've got x over 2 times the square root of xy times dy dx, and I've got to multiply the fraction here, 1 over 2 times the square root of xy times y, so I just have y all over, or y times 1, all over 2 times the square root of xy. And then I finished over here on the right side here a little bit. So I put this on the right, so I subtracted this from both sides. So I had negative y all over 2 times the square root of xy. And notice that we have 2 times the square root of xy, 2 times the square root of xy. So if I multiply both sides by that, those just vanish. So I could just simplify that. So this goes, because it's there and there. So I multiply both sides by 2 times the square root of xy, so that becomes 1, that becomes 1, and we just have this. Okay. Or you can say if the fractions are equal to each other and the denominators are the same, then the numerators got to be the same. Same idea. And then we can just divide both sides by x, and there's your derivative. dy dx is negative y over x. So hopefully that wasn't too bad.